It's hard to share my love for you in only a few sentences, but I'll try. I'm so grateful that we found each other again. When I met you several years ago, I didn't realize at the time that it would change my life for the better. When I think back on my life and the lessons it held, I'm reminded of my parents and two very important things they always told me. My dad would always say that you'll know the right person when you meet them because they'll treat you like you're important. And my mom would always remind me that before you date someone, you should be friends with them first. In hindsight, I probably took her advice a little too literally. As someone who has always enjoyed life, I knew that if I finally found the one that I would want to have, they would have to be exceptional, and you truly are exceptional. I look back at my life before you and I laugh because I thought I had it all figured out, but I had no idea what I was really missing.
It's okay to get excited about this. Okay, that's going to be hard to follow. I hope I don't blow this.
It was like suddenly seeing color for the first time, and everything in the world is more vibrant. I enjoy the little things in life and laughing together no matter where we are. I had prayed that if I was meant to meet my husband, that he would be my best friend, and that he would be compassionate and brave, and that we love God and his family, and that he would add to my life and make me want to be a better person. You're all those things so much. When we first met, I was missing the obvious signs, like when you drive almost 2 hours to watch me do a comedy show. I'm not that funny. He's funnier. When you made gifts for me and for my father when he was sick, and I remember him asking, "Why aren't you dating that guy?" I remember a time when I confided in you about the awful people I had dated, and you'd simply say, "He does not love you." I realize now that what you were trying to tell me is all along is that you did. Yeah, I think this is probably a good time to apologize again for putting you in the friend zone. And while I know we'll never get back the years that we wasted apart from each other, I'd like to spend the next several years trying to make it up to you if you'll let me. Our love is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of love, and I cannot wait to write each new chapter of our story with you. I look forward to each day with excitement for the future, and I also feel a sense of calm and familiarity, like this is the way it was always meant to be. I promise to love you, respect you, and show you every day that I'll always be your best friend, and that I too am your biggest fan.
This marriage is like something very fragile, something very expensive, something very delicate that's been placed in your hands. You're just so afraid to break it. But you want to know what to do with it the right way the first time. Being that it is a marriage, I went and I read about the first marriage. I imagine that Adam's face looked much like mine when he saw you the first time.
Maybe.
God brought this man and this woman together, and he made them a husband and wife, and he said, "You kids, go have fun." And here we are today. We're doing the same thing. We're getting married. And this marriage is something for me that is, I don't know. It doesn't feel like the next natural progression, like we've been dating a while, I guess we should get married now. It feels like I'm coming home. Other sentences, and yes, as stupid and retarded and cliche as that is, someone will say something, but when they say we finish each other's sentences, it just means one thing gets said and we know the rest of the conversation. We don't have to keep going. When you're with somebody like this, you don't let them get away. Now, she told me about all of her other boyfriends asking for advice. What does it mean when they do this? What does it mean when they do that? And I said, well, they obviously hate you. And I decided that they weren't right for her because they weren't me. Because if they were right for her, they would have married her and kept her away from me, but they didn't. Finders keepers. Everything I'm saying right now to you, and I'm not talking to them, I'm really talking to you. You're the one thing in my life that I got right. I made mistakes in my entire life, and I look back over things and I think, I wish I could fix that. Because I'm kind of a bumbling idiot. I screw things up a lot. But you're the one thing. As long as I got that, the rest is just details. I love you. I promise to love you with my strength, to protect you with my strength, to comfort you with my love, to give you freely of my time and attention when you need it, and not just when I'm not busy or when I feel like it. I promise to pay attention to you. And though love is something that can die and something that can be killed, it's immortal if you let it live. It never grows old. That's why 95-year-old people can still dance the funky chicken in their kitchen. It's gonna be fun growing old with you. The bad news is that in just a moment, this entire thing will be done. And the culmination of all the months of anguish, of the stress, of the planning, of everything will be done. It's everything, it's finished. But the good news is that at the conclusion of it, we'll be a husband and wife, and that's the end of the story, except that our adventure's just beginning. I love you, darling.
She's been my good friend for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
We actually met in college in Marietta, Georgia.
Wow.
And we spent so much time together. I mean, we were partners in crime. We were study buddies, we were talkers and listeners, and sometimes even gossipers. But all in all, I love you, and I hope you know that, of course, I wouldn't accept anything but the best for you. And Jamin is such a wonderful guy. Through the time that we've all spent together, I've seen him look at you with the sweetest of love. I've seen him make you laugh and treat you like the queen that you really, truly are.
Yes.
I could tell that the two of them were in love and that was a love that would really last. I hope that your marriage grows stronger and stronger every single year, and I hope that you get to know each other better and understand each other better with every passing day. So, with happiness and excitement, here's to you guys, the bride and groom.
I was an only child there's 12 years between us. I don't mean to give up your age, but you can hit me again. But I always wanted a brother or sister. And then on October 4th, 1981, 6:36 p.m., my sister was born. She came out with her eyes wide open and a head of hair. I'm like, whoa. She was like ready to go. And she was more than ever anything I could ever hope for. I got to teach her to drive. in my Camaro, which was a lot of fun because she drove my Camaro and there was runoff from the sprinkler. And she locked it up and we skidded sideways and she goes, I didn't want a hydroplane. I'm like, whoa, okay, that's not exactly what we were going for, but that's all right. And then as she backed out of the parking spot, she crashed into the car behind us. But she's been a phenomenal sister in every way, shape, and form. She's been my confidant when I needed one. She's been basically more than a sister should be. And I love you with all my heart and soul. I'm so glad you guys have found each other. As your brother, I'm very protective, and I always have been. Jamie, if you mess up, I know where you live. I'm sure you are safe and sound because I can see the way you love my sister almost as much as I do, and that's all I could ever ask. I love you both. I wish you the most success in life. I will always be there for advice, even though I'm single. How sad is that? But I will help you in any way, shape I can. I love you both. Thank you for including me in this, and here's to the rest of your lives. You have a long life ahead of you full of happiness. Enjoy.
Ben's been my best friend for 30 years. It didn't start out that way though. We met in 6th grade and I hated this guy. He was taller than me, had better hair than me, he was funnier than me. I'm still jealous. But I love you. I think about how long we've known each other, and I've been there for a lot of this guy's moments. I was there for his first schoolyard fight. I was there for Bebop and Benjamin Brown. You can ask him about that. I was there for trench coats. Remember trench coats? Trench coats were fun. We've lived in tiny little basement apartments together. We've been through a lot. And, I kind of wondered what it was going to take. Who in the world was going to wind up wrangling this guy? Who had the guts? I never would have expected you. Never would have expected. But it makes perfect sense. And I'm so unbelievably grateful to be a part of it. I can't wait to be there for the moments that you guys get to share together. I'm coming over all the time, get ready. I wish you guys all the best. I can't wait to see what you guys become together. And I hope everybody gets to enjoy it. Thank you. I love you guys.